the modern challenges faced by the elderly and how they can overcome them. In today's rapidly changing world, especially in developed nations like the UK and the USA, the elderly population often finds itself on the sidelines of society. Despite advancements in medicine, technology, and overall living standards, the moral and emotional treatment of seniors has seen a concerning decline. This piece aims to outline the negative behaviors they face, particularly from the youth, and what steps the elderly themselves can take to reclaim dignity, independence, and happiness. Negative treatment of the elderly in modern society. In many Western societies, including the UK and the USA, elderly people are increasingly experiencing negative treatment from younger generations. This mistreatment manifests in multiple forms, including disrespect, neglect, emotional abandonment, and financial exploitation. Today's youth, absorbed in the fast-paced digital world, often see their grandparents or elderly neighbors as outdated or burdensome. Instead of revering their wisdom and life experience, many young people express impatience, mock their lack of tech skills, or treat them as irrelevant in conversations. Disrespect is often subtle but deeply hurtful. It may appear in the form of sarcasm, dismissive attitudes, or ignoring their opinions in family decisions. For instance, when elderly individuals offer advice based on decades of life experience, they are often brushed off with phrases like, "Times have changed," or "You don't understand today's world." This marginalization leads to feelings of rejection and emotional isolation. Neglect is another significant issue. With increasing individualism and busy lifestyles, younger family members often fail to maintain regular contact with their aging parents or relatives. Many elderly individuals in the UK and the USA report going days, sometimes even weeks, without meaningful interaction. Loneliness among the elderly is not just emotionally damaging, it is linked to serious health issues like depression, anxiety, high blood pressure, and cognitive decline. Financial exploitation is also a growing concern. Some youths misuse the trust of their elderly relatives, gaining unauthorized access to their bank accounts, convincing them to sign financial documents, or manipulating them into giving away pensions or savings. This betrayal is especially common when the elderly become physically or mentally dependent and cannot monitor their finances properly. One of the more disturbing trends is ageism, a form of discrimination based on age. Elderly people are stereotyped as forgetful, weak, or technologically incapable. Media and entertainment often reinforce these stereotypes, portraying them as comic relief or as burdens. This societal attitude trickles down to everyday interactions, eroding the respect traditionally accorded to elders. Digital exclusion further isolates the elderly, as services like banking, medical appointments, and communication shift online. Seniors who lack digital literacy are left behind. Instead of patiently teaching them, younger people often mock or ignore their attempts to learn. These negative behaviors contribute to a society where the elderly feel invisible and unwanted. When the youth disengage from their elders, it not only hurts the seniors, but also robs younger generations of valuable wisdom, emotional support, and cultural continuity. How the elderly can face and overcome these challenges. Despite the challenges posed by modern society, the elderly can take proactive steps to safeguard their dignity, health, and emotional well-being. While systemic changes are necessary, individual empowerment plays a key role in transforming their lives. First, elderly individuals must learn to assert themselves. Speaking up when disrespected or ignored is crucial. For example, if a family member talks over them or dismisses their opinions, the elder can calmly yet firmly express their desire to be heard. Silence often leads to further marginalization, but respectful assertion can help restore interpersonal balance. Joining community and support groups can be immensely beneficial. Organizations like Age UK and AARP offer social events, legal advice, and mental health resources. Participating in community centers, religious gatherings, or senior-focused clubs fosters friendships and combats isolation. Regular interaction with peers creates a sense of belonging and keeps the mind active. Digital literacy is another area where seniors can empower themselves. Many libraries, community centers, and nonprofits offer free digital literacy classes tailored for the elderly. Learning how to use smartphones, apps, and the internet can bridge the gap between them and younger generations. Once comfortable with technology, seniors can reconnect with distant family, attend virtual events, and access online services independently. efficiently. To avoid financial exploitation, elderly individuals should secure their finances with clear boundaries. They should consult trusted financial advisors or legal professionals when making major decisions. Setting up power of attorney with someone responsible, regularly reviewing bank statements, and keeping financial information confidential are key protective steps. Maintaining physical and mental health is essential. Regular exercise, even light walking or yoga, can drastically improve mobility and mood. Mental stimulation through reading, puzzles, or learning new skills keeps the brain sharp. Many seniors find joy and purpose in volunteering or mentoring younger people, which also earns them respect and creates intergenerational bonds. Building self-esteem is crucial. The elderly should remind themselves that aging is not a loss, but a transformation into a new phase of wisdom and contribution. Engaging in hobbies, pursuing lifelong learning, or even part-time work can instill a sense of achievement and purpose. Communication within families must also be prioritized. Elderly people should openly express their emotional needs, whether it's requesting more visits, asking for help with technology, or simply sharing stories. Honest communication can rebuild strained relationships. Sometimes youth are not intentionally neglectful, simply unaware of their elders' feelings. Seniors should also educate themselves about their legal rights. Both the UK and the USA, laws exist to protect the elderly from abuse and neglect. Learning about these protections enables them to seek help if needed. Hotlines, legal clinics, and social services are available to intervene in cases of mistreatment. Conclusion: modern youth behavior towards the elderly in the UK and the USA can often be negative. Seniors are not powerless. Through self-education, community engagement, financial planning, and assertive communication, can reclaim their space and value in society. Aging with dignity, not just a societal responsibility, also a personal journey that begins with the belief in one's worth and wisdom.